What's going on, Geminites? GemMint here. Today we're going to talk about the 10 statues that I regret selling. Now I know what you're thinking. Gem, you said you don't regret selling anything. Well, I really don't. But I really wanted this to be a companion video to the 10 statues that I regret buying. So this is really like the 10 statues that I wouldn't mind having still. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell and the like. We are giving away this Diamond Select Thanos from Infinity War once we hit 75,000 subscribers. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll tell you what you got to do to enter. Alright, so let's jump in the list. Number 10 on my list is the Xm Studios Ghost Rider. Incredible piece. This is probably the most complicated engineering-wise that I've ever owned. Incredibly massive piece with a ton of presence. I love the paint job on the flames. The huge fire tires on the statue. Ghost Rider's portrait looked amazing. I really love this statue. It was like the first big grail piece that I ever owned. The only downside about it is that when you have these humongous pieces like this, you can't just pick it up and move it. This thing needs to be deassembled and reassembled anytime you wanted to move it. And it's kind of hard to display. Like, you have to have certain areas where you can place it. I had it on top of these shelves here and it looked pretty decent. If you don't have Calyx like this, if you have Bestas or stuff, you really aren't going to be able to fit it. It's a big piece. Alright, number 9. It's the first piece that I ever pre-ordered. It's the Wolverine and Hulk Maquette. Awesome piece. This was another one that was like simple yet complicated as far as the engineering. How they have Wolverine pegged in on the shoulder. I love that it recreates one of my favorite comic books of all time, Incredible Hulk 181, which is the first Wolverine cover, first full appearance. The only downside on this one was its scale. It's really like a 1/5 scale statue, so it doesn't really go with all of the other quarter scale pieces that I have. But still, it's an awesome statue, which does have its flaws. The Wolverine portrait, the teeth were jacked up. The Hulk had a pretty ugly head seam. But otherwise, the base, the Hulk body, the Wolverine body, everything was great. I wouldn't mind still having this one. Alright, number 8 on the list is the Galactus Maquette. This one also suffers from a scale issue, but with Galactus, you're never going to have a true quarter scale because he's such a large character. Love this piece, simple yet effective with a lot of presence. It looks a lot better with a good paint job, but the factory paint is still okay. It kind of has space gunk on it, but awesome piece for a cool standalone character. You don't really have to have it paired up with other things, although it does go really well with number 7 on the list here. Number 7 is the Thanos on Throne Maquette. Man, this was my first big YouTube video, I would say, as well. One of Sideshow's most ambitious pieces at the time. It was like $1,200. Huge Thanos, huge throne, so much detail. Great paint job on that throne there. I definitely wouldn't mind still having that, but again, no regrets. I had it for as long as I did and it served its purpose. But Thanos on Throne is up there. Next up, man, you guys know this was my favorite piece for a long time. The custom Weapon X Wolverine Chronicles. Awesome piece. Incredible paint job on it. I love the little details of like the blood and the snow. The Weapon X helmet was amazing. I absolutely loved it. And it was just a crazy, another one, simple but effective statue. This one, its scale issue was it's a little oversized. That custom group tends to do like somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3 scale, so it didn't really pair up with other X-Men. But if you were collecting that whole line, or if you just had a Wolverine collection, it's an awesome piece, man. Number 5, a lot of people ask me about this one. It's the Xm Studios Hulkbuster. This was an incredible piece. It was massive. It had a lot of different display options. The paint was incredible. The base was the largest statue base I think I've ever owned, except for maybe that custom Iceman. This one was still big though. But yeah, I wouldn't mind still having this one around. It does require a big chunk of real estate if you want to display it. But I think it's one of my favorite comic versions of Iron Man that you can have on a standalone base or coming up out of the Hulkbuster. This was also a big review for me. Crazy hard to film. It was like, man, so many pieces and 2 huge boxes. Definitely an awesome centerpiece. A great piece that I've owned. Number 4, I still feel like this is my favorite Venom, man. The Prime 1 Studio Venom has its flaws. The overall piece, man, I love how big and massive Venom is, but he's not really bulky. The portraits are amazing. The best Venom portraits on the market for sure. The only thing I didn't really like is the tendrils. They were like a different color. They were very fragile, and they kind of made unnecessary height on the piece. The base was unnecessarily tall. So see, even though I wouldn't mind having all these, they all have reasons why they're still not here. But this Venom, the best Venom emblem on his chest and on his back, Awesome piece. All right, number 3 is the custom Sabretooth. This is like the same thing with the Weapon X. An incredible paint job, simple but effective. You had the snow base, snow chunks on him, blood splatter on him, amazing portraits. This one I got rid of because of the scale, although Sabretooth can be a little bit bigger than the rest of the X-Men because he's got that very beastly, animalistic type of body type. But I figured it wasn't unique enough compared to the new Sideshow piece that's coming out to warrant me keeping it, and at the time I was purging my statues anyway, but it's one that I really wouldn't mind having right now. Just like number 2, the Xm Studios Storm. It's not that I'm in love with this piece, it's just that I'm collecting X-Men right now. She definitely would go good with what I got going on with Emma Frost, Jean Grey, Psylocke, Rogue, and all the characters from X-Men, so I really would like to have her now. She had her little bit of flaws with like that piece that's coming out the front there with the seam, very fragile hair that broke, and I got a replacement head. I like the screaming upward pose, but it's really hard to display like that. But I definitely wouldn't mind having Storm right now, especially with what I'm working on with my collection. Alright guys, like I said earlier, we are giving away this Diamond Select Thanos statue from Infinity War once we hit the 75,000 subscriber milestone. So all you have to do to enter this giveaway is be subscribed to this channel, hit the notification bell. You need to like and comment on this video. Once we hit the 75,000 subscribers, we're going to pick a random video that we've promoted this giveaway in and do a YouTube random comment generator to pick the winner. So the more videos you comment on, the more of a chance you're going to have to win. This will be a worldwide giveaway, so all you have to do is subscribe and comment. The last one that I wouldn't mind still owning, not to say I regret it, but number 1 on the list is the Magneto on Throne. For so many reasons. For the reasons that I'm collecting X-Men right now, and he still would go good with them, even though he does seem to be underscaled. He seems to be about 1/5 and a half scale or so. But amazing piece, incredible base with the hand as the throne, great detail on it. The paint job was awesome. It had cool switch outs. It has a lot of custom portraits that go well with this one that I never ended up picking up. But Magneto on Throne, definitely a grail of a piece. Not that it started the throne trend, but it really blew the throne trend out of the water. So those are the 10 statues that I regret selling or that I wouldn't mind still owning. Let me know in the comments below any regrets that you have on selling or any pieces that you wish that you still own. Alright, and stay minty fresh. Peace.
Hot boy. They're saying I'm harmless, call me Cassidy, I'm bringing the carnage. Story the farthest, I'm a psychopath with a joker's lab bipolar. So there's 2 of me and only 1 of you, so do the math. I leave you stunned without the flash. No Wally West, no Barry Allen, reverse flash. They can't stand it, comic flow, they can't stand it. I'm incredible, unforgettable, something like Mint Collectibles, ayy. I'm a Gemini and we get it right. We amazing, no spider bites, so we doing reviews and getting the views. Venom my ooze, book of the week, come see me Wednesday and see what I choose. If it's about comments, then I got the news. Subscribe to the channel and you'll never lose, ayy. I show what I got and what's in the box. On top of my comments whenever they drop. Tell you what's coming and tell you what's hot. We keep it professional. We Mint Collectibles.